farmers waiting for their turns to sell their crop in mandi. Their grim faces show uncertainties, exhaustion, and worries to return home in time. It is an unfortunate situation that the worries and uncertainties of farmers do not end, even after a good harvest. They go to market or mandis to sell their produce, worrying if they will get the right price. The smaller the farmer, the larger this worry is. To carry the crop to mandi means bearing the transportation cost, wastage of time, arbitrary deduction in lieu of moisture or impurity, and even then delayed payments.
और वहाँ जैसे 1 क्विंटल पे 1 किलो कर्दा भी कटता है, पैसे भी नहीं टाइम से मिलते हैं.
Price fluctuation is very common in mandis. But even after price drop, farmers who come to mandi after spending a substantial amount on freight do not have the option to refuse selling their crop.
वहाँ मतलब सुबह का भाव अलग है, दोपहर का अलग है. अब जैसे पूछा सुबह को कि क्या भाव है, उनने 2010 को बताया, वहाँ पहुँचे तब तक 2000 हो गया.
But now situations are changing. With the support of DAY NRLM, the producer companies incorporated by small and marginal women farmers are taking steps to end the dependence of their member farmers on mandis and middlemen. The producer companies are formed with financial assistance provided under different state rural livelihood missions and Foundation for Development of Rural Value Chains Fdrvc is extending technical support to these companies.
Our mandate is to organize a few very successful farmers producer companies or producer companies in the non-farm sector, so that we can show to the others that this is the way forward, and that's what they've been trying to do. We have now entered into several states. We have entered into a variety of commodities, not just in the farm sector, as I said, into poultry, into handlooms. So I believe the beginning has been very strong.
We take it as a project management approach. We put a lot of effort to understand the business opportunities, developing the business model, developing the business plan and implementing it in a time-bound manner. And with the Ministry of Rural Development, we are now doing about 20 such projects across country. We are handling more than 10 commodities in various parts, and we have also a huge plan for different value added products including millet based products.
The company is following the design features recommended by Fdrvc, Foundation for Development of Rural Value Chains, which is our technical support partner. This is the most trusted business partner as they've provided us support in recruiting quality professionals, providing us SOPs for business operations, and also providing modules for training and capacity building of field staff and sanchalikas.
During the procurement process by producer companies, two guiding principles are unflinchingly followed, which are transparency and quality. To ascertain quality of the commodity, primarily two parameters, impurity checking and moisture checking, are used at these centers. The range of quality parameters on which the rate of a commodity is decided at these centers have been fixed for each commodity as per the standards at commodity exchange or institutional buyers. The transparency of moisture checking has been ensured by adopting technology-based consistent processes, which is not only getting the approval of the farmers but also admiration from them.
जैसे हम मंडी जाते थे पहले, तो वहाँ तो दाने को मुंह में लेके चबा के ऐसे देख के और उस हिसाब से हमें ये भाव लगाते थे.
वहाँ पे जो मुंह में दबा के वो नमी चेक करते थे और यहाँ पे मशीन में चेक करते हैं, तो उसका हमें भी पता लग जाता है, भी हमें भी तसल्ली रहती है कि इतना हमारी फसल का रेट होगा और कितना कचरा निकला. वहाँ पे तो अपने हिसाब से ले लेते हैं, यहाँ पे तो साफ करके लेते हैं, हमारे सामने साफ करते हैं कि कितना कचरा निकला है, कितनी हमारी फसल है, वो सारा कुछ अच्छा है यहाँ पे.
किसान के पास जैसे 10 बैग हैं या 6 बैग हैं, उसमें से हम थोड़ा थोड़ा सभी बैग से निकालते हैं. 100 ग्राम तोलेंगे हम पोटी मशीन से और उसमें से जो गंदगी निकालेंगे उसको फिर से तोलेंगे. उसके बाद हम नमी मास्टर मीटर लगाते हैं. सारा कुछ किसान के सामने ही किया जाता है.
The commodity is cleaned using a vibro separator before weighing. Then, the bagging and weighing of cleaned produce is done. Where in mandis, the arbitrary deduction in the weight of commodity in the name of impurity is very prevalent. At the digital collection center, the procurement is done as per the weight after cleaning the commodity. This procurement process ensures the full payment for every grain to the farmers and also makes the quality of commodity better.
ये पूरा प्रोसेस डिजिटल माध्यम से किया जाता है, जिसमें हम सबसे पहले किसान का कार्ड स्कैन करते हैं टैबलेट द्वारा, जिसमें उसकी पूरी जानकारी हमें प्राप्त हो जाती है। फिर उसके बाद जो हमारा ईगल स्केल है और मॉइस्चर मीटर है, ये दोनों ब्लूटूथ के माध्यम से टैबलेट में कनेक्ट रहते हैं।
मॉइस्चर मीटर और बड़े वाला कांटा, ये सारी चीज़ें कनेक्ट होती है ERP सॉफ्टवेयर से, जो कि रेट ऑटोमेटिक वो डिटेक्ट कर लेता है। लास्ट में जब उसका सबमिट करते हैं तो उस मेंबर का नाम, उस गांव का नाम और उसमें उसने कितना वज़न तुलाया, कितने फसल तुलाई, वो इसमें कटौती कितनी हुई वो, और लास्ट में फाइनल जो अमाउंट है, नेट अमाउंट होता है, वो सारी चीज़ें उसमें बता देता है वो।
The online ERP, which is customized as per the premise of a robust value change, has eliminated the possibilities of human error at the digital commodity collection center. Additionally, from procurement till stock management, it is saving time and resources.
The value chain concept employed by Fdrvc is aimed at ensuring that the rural producers, basically women SHG members, are able to get the best value for their produce in key farm and non-farm areas of produce. The Fdrvc ensures and involves multiple interventions through which complete transparency is maintained in the entire value chain, starting from the farm gate till the market. The digital commodity collection centers, the mobile app for procurement, end-to-end ERP solutions, these are some of the instruments through which this is being made possible.
Digital commodity collection centers established by producer companies are providing the facility to member farmers to sell their produce near to their homes at their convenient time and thus reducing the selling cost for these farmers. Additionally, moisture meter and electronic weighing scale send the quality and weight data using Bluetooth technology to a digital application which ensures that there would not be any manual entry and complete transparency should be maintained while deciding the rate for the farmer. After selling the commodity, the farmer receives a physical receipt of her transaction along with an SMS of the same. The satisfaction of getting the right value for the produce is resulting in increased participation of women farmers in crop selling, predominantly considered as a work of the man in the house.
संचालिका दीदी का व्यवहार बहुत ही अच्छा है, सम्मान करती हैं, सभी का दीदी कहकर बुलाती हैं। और सबसे एक चीज़ और बताना चाहूँगी मैं कि इसमें जो कंपनी में जुड़ने के बाद में हमें वो मौका मिला बाहर निकलने का कि सेंटर पर जा कर के हम गेहूँ दें।
The bagged commodity is weighed and stitched with a traceability badge. The receipt of the transaction is handed over to the farmer. The payment is credited in the bank account of the member farmer.
पेमेंट हमारा इसमें जो हमारे खाता है, अकाउंट है, उसमें डायरेक्ट आता है, उसमें कोई भी कटौती नहीं होती है।
Money reaching the hands of women in the family, coupled with the incremental income from crops, are resulting in positive changes regarding education and nutrition of their children, prices for their crops with ease and transparency, but also catalyzing the socio-economic empowerment of women farmers and sanchalikas of D3Cs. A woman farmer of the village is appointed as sanchalika at each of the D3Cs, who gets commission at a fixed rate on the basis of the value of commodity procured by her. This step is providing employment opportunities to hundreds of rural women, and they are earning several thousands to lakhs of rupees annually.
हमें अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम कुछ काम कर रहे हैं और उससे हमारी आमदनी हो रही है जो घर वालों के भी खर्चे में काम आ सकती है हमारे।
लगता नहीं था हमें भी कि हम ये काम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मुझे अब लगता है कि हमें कुछ मशीन चलाना जैसे टैप चलाना सब कुछ आसान है, क्योंकि अब हम खुद काम कर रहे हैं तो हर महिला काम कर सकती है।
मशीन चलाते हैं, तुलाई करते हैं, आज हमारे नाम से सेंटर खुल गया तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
मैं गर्व भी महसूस कर रही हूँ, इससे मुझे मान सम्मान मिला है, इज्जत मिली है।
The procured commodity at the D3C is transferred to the company's warehouse. Through the traceability badge attached to the bags, the information regarding the name of procuring D3C and member farmer who sold it can be tracked. Traceability badge ensures the responsibility towards quality within the value chain, and this initiative is going a long way to augment goodwill and trust about the company's commodity among the buyers. Producer companies use best practices for warehouse management to ensure transparent, standard and safe storage of the commodity.
हम सुचारू रूप से निश्चित कॉन्टिन्यूस फ्यूमिगेशन करवाते हैं और हमारे जो ढेरी हैं, जो हमारी लॉट अरेंजमेंट है वो इस तरह से होती है कि इनकी गिनती कोई भी आदमी आसानी से कर सके।
The efforts to create sustainable and robust value chains from the farm gates till markets are taking ground with each passing day. The number of members and the operational areas of the producer companies are continuously increasing due to community-based farmer awareness drives on a regular basis. At the same time, producer companies are strengthening their ties with the member farmers by promoting sustainable farming practices and better fertilizer alternatives like nano-urea and reducing their input cost for farming.
खाद का लाइसेंस ले चुके हैं और बीज और कीटनाशक का लाइसेंस हमने लेना बाकी है और वो प्रक्रिया चालू है। जो किसान हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं तो हमारी कंपनी उनको केंद्रों पे ही खाद बीज उपलब्ध करवाएगी।
FDrvc से झलकारी वाली कंपनी को बहुत बड़ा सहयोग मिला। एक जो खरीदारी हुई है उसको जो बेचना है तो मतलब कैसे अच्छा रेट मिले उनके बारे में अच्छे लोगों से मिलाना, कंपनियों से जोड़ना झलकारी वाली को ऐसे अच्छा रेट मिल सके।
We are tying up with all large players, market players, like our producer companies are now supplying to ITC, they have supplied to Rocket, they have supplied to Adani Wilmar, they have supplied to Imami. So almost all the major big players in the commodity market, they are happy to buy the produce from the producer companies.
In the last 2 to 3 crop seasons, the producer companies have done good procurement and have good amount of crops stored in their warehouses. Besides trading this produce at a profitable value, there is also a plan to process and add value to a portion of this produce. These companies are also working towards venturing into consumer packs in B2C segment apart from bulk sales in B2B segment.
The whole target is that the maximum percentage of the consumer rupee should flow to the farmer, and therefore reaching out to the consumer in the consumer pack will be a critical intervention for FDrvc, for which we are investing in developing the brands, logos and all strategy for marketing the consumer packs. That is happening now.
Jhalkari Bai Mahila Kisan Producer Company has established a processing unit and has been processing groundnut, assuring the best quality products. Other producer companies are also moving ahead in similar direction.
हमारे यहाँ सरसों और सोयाबीन की खरीद आवक ज़्यादा है, इसलिए बोर्ड मेंबरों ने निर्णय लिया है कि यहाँ पर ऑयल मिल खोलेंगे।
जो FDrvc का भूमिका बिजनेस एडवाइजरी में रहा है, क्योंकि उनके पास देश के बहुत अच्छे और बेहतरीन दिमाग हैं, तो उनका एक्सपीरियंस और उनका जो काम है वो हमारे कंपनी को एक सफल कंपनी के राह में लाने के लिए ही बहुत अहम भूमिका निभा रहा है।
In different parts of the country, with women-led farmer-producer companies dealing in different commodities, FDrvc is extending support to make them efficient, proficient and competent, and thus develop into model FPOs. The process to create a conducive ecosystem with success models of women farmer producer companies has been started efficaciously.
Two big trends in the last 2 decades have shaped Indian agriculture. These are marginalization of land holdings and marginalization of the entirety of factor conditions and feminization of agriculture practices, and in some ways the efforts of National Rural Livelihood Mission, particularly through Fdrvc, that is the Foundation for Development of Rural Value Chains, is an effort to ride on to these two big trends, the marginalization and feminization, in a manner in which large amount of income generation, wealth creation can happen in villages.
In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to forget the rich cultural heritage and traditional skills passed down from generation to generation. Fdrvc is promoting handloom and handicraft producer companies for their cultural significance and the economic benefits they bring to rural women producers. We are investing in the future of rural communities and creating thriving handloom and handicrafts businesses with new products, designs, and usage of technology to create a growing rural brand for the rich cultural heritage of our nation.
We are going for the collectivization of our SHG members, and with this objective in mind, we wanted some professional help. That's where this Foundation for Development of Rural Value Chain comes into place.
Today, having formed their producer companies, millions of women farmers are marching together on the path of empowerment and prosperity. These companies have adopted the best of the processes and are aspiring for the best outcomes. These happy outcomes will undoubtedly illuminate the lives of member farmers and illustrate the way forward to the farmers of the country.